Welcome to the channel. It's Seth with Ascent22.com. So Apecoin is going crazy. Apecoin is now up 17% in the last 24 hours, while Bitcoin and Ethereum are struggling. So in this video, let's do a quick market analysis for Apecoin to get the short to medium term price targets for Apecoin. So at the moment, we are looking at the 4-hour chart for Apecoin, and from the chart, we see that Apecoin is trading in this ascending channel pattern. And this ascending channel pattern is usually a bearish pattern. So I would expect Apecoin to trade in this pattern a little bit longer. But at some point in the future, there's a high possibility that Apecoin will break below this pattern. So it will break below this upward trend line and then it'll come back down in price, right? In case we do drop back down in price, I would expect Apecoin to get a bounce around $16, between $16 and then $18. When we look at the VPVR, right? So when we look at the VPVR, we see that this red line, which is the point of control line, is sitting around $16.57. But when we look at the VPVR also, we see that in between $16 and $18 over here, we see a huge volume of transactions for Apecoin. So when Apecoin drops back down in price, I would expect Apecoin to get some support around $18, $18.5. And then in case we break below 18.5, then we'll probably get some support around 16.5 or $16, right? So that will be what I would look for in case Apecoin breaks the pattern, breaks the ascending channel pattern and drops down lower. But at the moment, we see that Apecoin is still in the pattern. Apecoin is still trading in this ascending channel pattern. So I would expect Apecoin to push higher from here. Maybe for the next day or maybe for the next 2 days. That is if Bitcoin does not drop in price. So if Bitcoin dumps, then we should expect Apecoin to dump as well. But as long as Apecoin, the price for Apecoin keeps trading in this ascending channel pattern, then I would expect Apecoin to push higher towards this resistance line over here. So this upward trend line, which is acting as resistance, I would expect Apecoin's price to push higher towards it, right? So the price range that I'm looking at for Apecoin is between is at the 1.618. So the 1.618 we have to that's about $24.50. So $24.50, and then the trend, the upward trend line, which is around $26. So between 24 to 26, that is where I would expect Apecoin to push higher towards. That is if Bitcoin does not dump. If Bitcoin dumps, then we should expect Apecoin to drop to about $19. And then if we break $19, then we'll probably end up coming back lower to about $16. Okay, so I'll be giving you guys a bad analysis if I don't take a look at some of the technical indicators. So let's look at some of the technical indicators. Let's start with the RSI. So looking at the RSI, we see that Apecoin is around, the RSI is around 58, right? And when we look at the trend in the RSI, we see that Apecoin has broken this upward trend. So Apecoin had this upward trend line and Apecoin has broken this upward trend line, right? So I would expect Apecoin to pull back very soon, sometime in the short term. I would expect a pullback from for Apecoin. Let's look at the MACD as well. So the MACD is also showing that Apecoin has lost momentum as well, right? In the RSI, we saw that Apecoin is losing strength. And in the MACD, we are seeing that Apecoin is also losing momentum as well in the 4-hour chart, in the 4-hour time frame, right? So we see that the blue line, which is the MACD line, is below the signal line, right? And that is bearish when we see this in the MACD. Let's look at the squeeze momentum chart as well. So let me switch to the squeeze momentum chart. And from the squeeze momentum chart, we see the same thing, right? We are seeing that momentum is dying down for Apecoin. So sometime in the future, in the near future, within the short to medium term, so within the next 2 days, I would expect a pullback for Apecoin. So sometime within the next 2 days, I would expect a pullback for Apecoin. But if Bitcoin does not dump, then I expect the price for Apecoin to push higher towards this upward trend line, which is acting as resistance line, right? So I would expect some resistance once we hit this upward trend line over here, around $24 to $26. And I would expect a pullback after we hit that price, and Apecoin will pull back, maybe come back lower to about 24, around 22, around 24 to $22, and then we'll probably push higher for Apecoin. Or if Bitcoin dumps, then we should expect further pullback down for Apecoin to about $19 or probably even $16 for Apecoin, right? But now make sure to help our brother out. Hit that like button and hit the subscribe button.